Hi, welcome. My name is Danica. I'm the Senior Social Media Coordinator for California Psychics, and today I'm here with Psychic Teagan. Teagan, how are you today?
Hey, Danica, I'm doing great. Thank you for having me again. I love this stuff. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're getting a lot of really great questions coming in. So just as a reminder for everyone that is joining us today, we aren't going to be able to answer any health or legal questions. We always get a lot of questions asking about pregnancy. We also can't answer any questions about that. So if you do comment them, we're just not going to be able to get to them today. We apologize. But if you are joining us and you have a question, if you could just phrase your question as specific as possible. And if you are talking about another person, please include their other name. So whether you're talking about a romantic partner or maybe a family member or a friend, just make sure that you include their first name. That'll help Teagan just connect a little bit better, just to answer your question and provide you with a little bit more clarity. So before we get started, Teagan was telling me earlier about this crystal. Do you want to go ahead and talk to them about it?
Yeah, I do. So you guys, you know how like every day that sometimes we wake up in this world and it's crazy and we don't know, we're just becoming so exhausted. Our energy seems so low. So I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit about this beautiful piece of crystal. This is a selenite. This is a selenite crystal. And if you are struggling with just sadness, overwhelmed, anxious, anything that just doesn't feel like it's serving you, I want you to think of this as, you know, when you roll your clothes to pick up lint. Okay, this crystal right here, just by running it over the top of your body, is going to remove, it's like a magnetic force. It's like static, static guard. It's going to suck anything that's on the outer part of your body energetically. It's going to grab onto this selenite. Now, this one happens to be pretty big, but you can also, I like to carry this one in my purse, you guys. This is fantastic. Having a tough day, run it just over the energy of your body, all over your heart space, your throat chakra, whatever. And you will feel a difference just by doing this. So I just wanted to share because I know a lot of you we're all kind of going through some crazy stuff in our world. And so I just wanted to kind of tell you guys a little bit about selenite and wear it wherever. Tuck it in your pocket, put it in your purse, wherever. It will help ground you.
Well, that sounds really nice. Especially right now, the world is crazy, and sometimes you just need a little extra help to just keep you grounded and everything.
Yeah. And that's also good, like when you're sleeping at night, like if you put it next to your pillow, it will, a lot of us, we're caught in our head right now with whether it's decisions or our kids going back to school or whatever is worrying us. Just having this and just knowing that it's going to remove and pull away anything that does not serve you. Sometimes just knowing that it's on your body is good enough.
Okay, well, we're getting a lot of questions. And just a reminder, we are streaming this on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. So we're going to be pulling questions from both. Make sure that you keep commenting your question because we get a lot of questions that come in. So if you only answer your question once, we might miss it. So just make sure that you keep commenting. And before we get started, I just want to go over a couple of announcements. We are going to be doing another Facebook Live next week with Psychic Roman and Psychic Kerrigan, who are real life married couples. And this one is a little bit special because when we do our Facebook Lives with Kerrigan and Roman, they're all focused on love and relationships. So if you have a question about new love or you need a little bit more clarity in your love life, tune in, come in, ask your questions. And you can have a chance to have it answered from both of them, which is really cool. And then the following week, we will be doing a Facebook Live with Psychic Marin on the 14th, and we'll have our Tarot Live with Psychic Scarlet on the 21st, where you can come in and ask a question, and Psychic Scarlet will do a one-card tarot reading for you. And then Teagan will be joining us again on September 28th. So make sure you save those dates, follow our page, follow us on YouTube, and that way you'll be able to see whenever we have these scheduled. We also have all of these really cool contests that we do every month. So last month we did 50 free reading dollars. So if you want to get a reading, it's a great way for you to, get a little bit extra time with that psychic. So make sure you follow our page for updates. If you are a new customer and you're interested in getting a reading, we have a promo code LIVE5. It's at the bottom of the screen. And you can use that to get $5 added to certain new customer packages. And then for our customers, we also have a really great offer today on our packages. So check out our app and our website to see if you're eligible. All right, are you ready to jump into the questions?
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right, so this one comes from YouTube. Sydney says, hi, Teagan. Do you see any love coming in for me anytime soon? My birthday is June 9th, 1995.
Okay, Sydney, thank you so much for your question. And if you could please, sweetie, go ahead and close those eyes for me. Take a couple of deep breaths. I just want you to give me permission to make a connection with you, okay? Just give me 1 second. Okay, it's interesting. As soon as I close my eyes, the first thing that I see in my mind's eye is the Six of Cups. Okay, that Six of Cups is coming back into my memory to tell me that there is someone from your past that will be coming and surfacing. Now, I don't necessarily feel that they're coming like right around the corner, Sydney, but I do feel November, December at the soonest, going into January, February, there is someone re-entering. I also feel that this person, it's all about nostalgia. You guys are going to kind of pick up where you left off. So I do feel this is a very substantial and sustainable opportunity for long-term commitment, but it might blow you away to like realize who it is that's actually coming back into your life. I feel like this is someone from probably 20 years ago. So it's like, I don't know, the universe is just saying things are lining up. The head, the heart, they're all in alignment now. So towards the end of the year, into the first of the year, love is coming and it will be a substantial one.
Speaking of tarot cards, usually towards the end of this, we switch to tarot. So Psychic Teagan will be doing tarot pulls to answer your questions. So make sure that you stay till the end so that you can get a card pulled for you. Next question is from Valerie. She says, hey there, glad you're doing this. I've been single for over 2 years now. Will I ever meet the man of my dreams and get married?
Hi, Valerie. Thank you so much for your question. And if you could too, please, Valerie, go ahead and close those eyes. Take some deep breaths. Just give me permission to make a connection, okay? Give me 1 second. All right, sweetie. So I do feel as if your time for love is coming. Now, when I use this word, I want you to hear it figuratively and not literally, okay? I feel like the last 3 to 4 years, you've been really doing a lot of work on self, kind of going inward, really. It seems like your last 4 to 5 years have been somewhat up, down, kind of like that heart monitor, you know, that it's going up and down, like this. Feels like you are doing the work to heal. I feel like whatever's happened in the last 4 years, there's a tiny itty bitty little hole still in your heart, figuratively, of course, that I feel you are working through towards the end of this year to move forward. I am hearing 8 and 10. So I do feel in 8 to 10 months, there is someone substantial stepping into your world. I do feel you will have probably 1 to 2 other people that you just enjoy before this person actually steps up to the plate and shows up. And no disrespect to the people that are coming as a gift, but it's almost like these other 2 are kind of more of a stepping stone leading you into the direction of a very mature, loving energy. Because you know the way we want to be loved in our 20s is different from our 30s and 40s. And I feel as if you know exactly how you want to be loved now, Valerie, and the universe is listening. But there's still something in here that you are still working on. And once you finish that work, it's like, I don't know, they show me like the curtain call, like they're opening up the curtains and you're at center stage now with opportunities. So 8 to 10 months, they're on their way.
Getting a lot of questions in. So thank you everyone for submitting your questions. If you have a friend that you think might, have a question that they want to have answered, go ahead and tag them in the comments because we're going to be here for an hour. So we have a lot of time to answer a lot of questions. So make sure you share this on your page, tag your friends so that they can come ask their questions. So this next question is from Tevin. He says, hi, Teagan. You read for me on the last live stream you did earlier this month. If you remember me, I was the aspiring voiceover artist. I want to know, will I meet a love interest before or during my career? Also, will I be getting my federal tax refund anytime soon?
Okay, so we have a couple of questions. Tevin, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. So if you could go ahead and take those deep breaths, and we're going to go ahead and take these questions one at a time. Okay, so will you meet your love interest during your career? Okay, give me 1 second. All right, sweetie. I am not necessarily picking up the idea that this is someone that you're going to be working with. However, I am picking up that this is someone that may be in the same field. Maybe they're not a voiceover, maybe they're a makeup artist, maybe they're a lighting person, or they are just, behind the scenes being very detailed. It's almost like my guides show me 6 degrees of separation between you and this person. But I'm not hearing that this is someone that you will be dealing with daily in your career. I feel this person is just outside the industry, so you could be introduced to this person through someone that you both know at work. It's like a third party introduces you to this person. Okay, so I do feel this person is coming. I do get 4 to 6. This could be 4 to 6 weeks at the soonest, 4 to 6 months at the latest. Best case, worst case with timing. Let's see, as far as your your refund. Okay, for some reason I am hearing the number 35, and I'm also hearing the number 37. So I'm going to say anywhere from 35 to 37 days, less than 45 days. I do feel there's a lot of red tape that I feel is being cut through, but I also see something rapidly coming your way with money. So I would say no later than 45 days for that.
Okay. This next question comes from Nicole. She says, with raising tensions with my in-laws, is this going to impact my marriage?
Okay. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for your question today. I appreciate it. Go ahead and take those deep breaths. Just give me 1 second, okay? Okay. All right, girl. This one's kind of hard because I want you to hear this from my heart and not my lips. Like, I feel that there is a lot of tension, amongst all of us right now. And it does feel like things are going to start to settle, but I do see it creating a little bit of a wedge. I can't tell you something different because they are showing me someone is putting a bit of a wedge in between you and your partner. However, what my guides are saying, within 3 months, because it seems like there's a little bit of a, what's the word I want to use? It's kind of like the water is starting to boil a little bit on the stove, okay? When that starts to take place, I do feel that your partner does nip something in the bud and kind of knocks everybody kind of back down to like home base where you can communicate. Feels like it's going to get a little bit more, there's going to be a little bit more tension, but once the water starts to boil, it does feel like everybody's going to kind of come back to a familiar place where everyone can speak. But I don't see it like flipping tomorrow. You could be going through a little bit more of these highs and lows for probably up until the middle of November. And then after that, it seems like things start to calm down a little bit.
Emmy says, I've been seeing 444 a lot lately, and I know that means my angels are with me, but it also means someone or something wants my attention. Who is trying to get my attention, and what do they want?
Wow. Oh, that's a great question, Emily. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is the 444, which I know you obviously know some about. But 4s are also about partnerships and leveling up. I love to use this example. You can always milk a cow with a 3-legged stool. But the minute you put that 4th leg underneath that stool, things become more solid, okay? So what I am seeing is that you are right now on a divine path where things are kind of starting to fall into your path that is allowing you to feel more sturdy, more comfortable, more in control of yourself. It does feel to me that there is a partnership coming, but that partnership for me doesn't come until spring of 2021. It feels as if right now there's other things in your world that are aligning up to give you this stability so that when love does kind of pop in, I am getting a Bob, a Brian, a Brett. I am also getting an M, a Michael, Matthew, or Mark. So a B and or an M in this person's name that is wanting your attention coming in. And it feels like it's a very, it doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of getting to know you kind of phase. It feels like the two of you are very, very free-spirited, very spontaneous. you click very nicely, and you will be prepared when this person steps into your world. I feel you've been really focusing a lot on yourself recently, and these 4s are about getting the stability from within moving forward. So I feel like it's love opportunity coming, and I do feel this has long-term capability. So if you haven't been in a relationship for about 8 to 10 months, I don't know why I keep hearing that. It's like that 8 to 10 month phase for you was all about loving you, getting right with yourself, trying, telling the universe what kind of love it is that you're wanting. So I do feel it's love opportunity coming.
Paula says, will I ever find love again? It's been 7 years and I'm not getting any younger.
Hi, Paula. All right, let's take a peek on your heart space, girl. Give me just 1 second. Take those deep breaths. Okay. It's interesting because like again, I'm not throwing cards, but as soon as I close my eyes and ask about love for you, I get this. First of all, I see the Temperance card with you, which means that I feel you've really been through a lot of, it's like you're doing a gentle surrender, like you are healing. Things in your world are starting to become more balanced. You're refining your purpose to the direction that you want to go. So I do feel, honey, and I'm sorry to say this, I feel like you have till the remainder part of the year. It's almost like once you hit that 8 number, there's something about 8 too. I know you've said you've been not in a relationship for the last 7 years. I feel like you have needed that time to kind of come out of that cocoon phase and really focus on yourself. So I do feel after 8, it seems like a lot of doors open. I will tell you that I do see you getting married, and I am hearing 22 to 24 months, probably from this point moving forward. So I do feel option will come for you, but there's still a little bit of work that the divine still wants to do with you in regards to your heart, who you are, and what's happening in your world. And then after that, it seems like doors open. So you're not meant to be alone, my dear, and you will marry, and you'll probably marry within about 2.5 years.
Going to go ahead and pull a question from YouTube. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Sweeta says, I was not treated well in my previous relationship, which makes me feel really down. Do you see a new love coming for me soon? Also, do you see me being married in the next 5 years?
Okay. Hi, Sweeta. Thank you so much for your question. Give me 1 second. All right, sweetie. So I feel like you are slowly untying some of the knots and the things that are binding you. I see you slowly untying yourself. The vision that I got when I connected with you is kind of like when a kitten gets a hold of a yarn of just a ball of yarn and is playing with it. It's messy. It's got knots everywhere. It feels as if this last relationship, someone really held you back, cut your wings. I feel like you are rebirthing yourself, but I also feel, Sweeta, that you are in kind of the voided phase right now in your life. And there's a lot of people that are going through this transition right now. So when you hear that, please hear it from my heart and not my lips. This is about you no longer looking over your shoulder saying, I don't want to be back there anymore. The past doesn't serve me. And you know you want a bright future, but where you are right now is, how do I step forward? How do I get there? I am going to tell you right here the number 3 as far as marriage goes. I do feel that you will be married within 3 years. I also feel like you are going to be seeing 2 people between now. Out of these 2 people, you may find yourself at a crossroads right around mid-January to early March, because I see 2 people showing up. One is a very playful, nonchalant, easy to be with, comfortable kind of, just comfortable to be with. The other person is going to be very spontaneous, very witty. So you may find yourself enjoying both of these people, but the serious relationship that I see you in is in March of 2021 moving forward.
Pat asks, where will my new career be, in what field?
Oh, gosh. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay. Pat, for some reason, I see you working with your hands, okay? I feel like not only are you creative with your mind, but I also get a sense that you are and maybe this is because it could be a hobby as well. I don't know if it's an engineering opportunity. I see math, I see numbers, I see you creating, putting things together. It's like you are building off of ideas and you're creating something from that. So it could be a combination of your mind and your hands together. You know, when people go, oh, wait, I don't work with my hands, doesn't mean that you have to like actually physically be in the dirt. It could mean that your hands are creating something beautiful where you're making your money. So you could be an architect, you could be some type of an engineer. I feel like your mind needs the stimulation, but where you really shine is with your hands. I hope that I answered that okay, because I know being in what field, it's just, it feels like it could be construction. It feels like it could be, you know, you're helping building something, or there are some other, or numbers, architects, drawings. That's kind of what I'm seeing when I connect with you, Pat.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, these questions are coming in really fast. Shyla asks, hi, will I marry Andy?
Okay, Shyla, give me 1 second. Okay. Feels like you and Andy have been kind of going, literally when I connect with you, the vision that I get is two people playing tennis. The ball is in his court, the ball is now in your court, back and forth. It feels like there for a while, the two of you guys might have been reading the same book, but you were on very different chapters. It does feel, Shyla, that there is something that's transitioning in Andy's life that is causing his heart to really kind of open up. I feel like he's starting to really think towards the idea of marriage. I feel in his heart he would like that to happen one day. But the biggest thing that I feel with Andy is that he is also in pursuit of something. Maybe this is his career promotion that he's looking for. Maybe he's in his mind, he's got some kind of goals as to, I want to have this much money aside, or I want this much money aside, then I will. So to answer your question, I do feel that the two of you are going to get more serious. I don't want to ruin if there's any surprises, but I do feel like this man will one day ask you to marry him. But I just can't tell you when.
So I'm just going to take a quick little break and just kind of go over just a little bit of announcements, as well as, since we do have all of these new people that are joining us, just some reminders. So thank you for everyone that is joining us today. We do these almost every single Monday, with the exception of the third Monday of the month when we do our tarot lives. So Psychic Teagan, you know, we have her today. She'll be back on September 28th. Mm-hmm. So make sure you tune in so you can see her again. Next week, we're doing a little special one. We will be having married couple Psychic Roman and Psychic Kerrigan joining us, and they will be answering all of your love, dating, and relationship questions. So if you need a little bit of clarity on your love life, or you want to know when you're going to meet your soulmate, make sure you tune in. We'll be doing that next Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And then the following week on the 14th, we will be having our live reading with Psychic Marin. And we'll do a tarot live, which is a little bit like this. There's no video, it's just a post, and you can comment your question and get a 1-card tarot pool from Psychic Scarlet. So make sure that you know, you follow us on Facebook. If you are watching on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button, or if you go to the bottom right-hand corner, you should see our logo, and that will also that's also a way that you can subscribe. So make sure you keep coming back if you do have questions. It's a great way to just kind of get a little bit of clarity if you don't have time for a reading, or maybe you just don't really quite feel comfortable getting a reading yet. It's a great way to test the waters. Sure. If you are a new customer, we do have this promo code at the bottom of the screen. So you can use the promo code Live5 to get $5 added to certain new customer packages. And for our customers, we are doing a promotion right now with a great offer going on today for the packages. So you can check out our app and our website to see if you're eligible. And speaking of our app and our website, we do have this really great chat feature that's just kind of a great way to get a reading in a more discreet way. And I know, Teagan, you've done chat, right?
I love chat. I really do, because sometimes there's too much stuff going on the outside, and honestly, you guys, we can still connect. I mean, yes, it's great to hear your voice on the other end. Absolutely. But when you really put your true intentions into the question and we can really feel that, it's really just like having a psychic on your hip. Seriously, it's like so nice to be able to ask a quick question if you're in need because you can't talk.
I actually got my first chat reading, I think the week before last, and it was such a seamless process. It was great to just, during the day when I'm, in and out of meetings, I don't really want to talk on the phone when I'm done. So it was just kind of a great way to get the reading without having to get on the phone and talk to someone. So it was great. And we do have that feature available in our app and on our website. So you could check it out if you want something that's just a little bit different. And of course, if you have any other questions, please give Psychic Teagan or any of our incredible psychics a call. Her extension is 5318. And she's, what hours are you usually online again?
I'm usually 10 to 12, 1 to 3, Monday through Friday. This week might be a little quirky, but really quickly, I wanted to, some of my clients out there don't realize, but if for some reason you happen to find your favorite psychic has a full queue, go on and actually book an appointment with that psychic because it can guarantee you to be in that slot and you'll at least, your call will get routed. And I don't know that there are a lot of people know about that, but the appointments are fantastic if you don't have time to wait.
Mm-hmm. And, I had a thought, but I can't remember it. Yeah, so just go ahead and give us a call if you have any more questions. And just for everyone that's joining us, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are asking a question, please make sure that you try to phrase your question as specific as possible. And if you are talking about another person, whether it's a love interest or your child or your friend or your neighbor, be sure to include their name if you know it. That'll just help Psychic Teagan just connect a little bit more easily. Perfect. So before we jump right in, we do have a lot of new faces, but we love seeing more. We're still going to be doing this for another half hour. So there's a lot of time to get your questions answered, but there's also some time for you to tag a friend in the comments and share it on your page so that your friends can come in and get their questions answered. Because right now is some pretty uncertain times, and I'm sure everyone could just use a little bit more clarity in their life. So this next question comes from Janeen. She says, should I go with a new partnership or continue with my current one?
Okay. So Janeen, when you're talking about partnership, I am assuming that this is someone that is in the heart space, not in a business space. So I'm going to answer that based on what I'm feeling. So just give me 1 second here. It's so interesting because as soon as my guides in my ear, they say, when in doubt, throw it out. Right now, Janeen, it does feel to me that it's like the two of you can't come to home base together. It seems like when you're ready to come back to home base and you want, to work through things, this partner may be out on third, just trying to figure out what's going on. So what I'm getting is that you guys, I feel like you both have a beautiful friendship towards one another, a beautiful love, but I keep seeing this. I keep seeing like the two of you just aren't agreeing on something. So I don't know that you have to completely leave that relationship. I feel that even just doing like a little white flag and surrendering and saying, I need to focus on me right now, because I feel like both of you just have a lot going on in your brain and it's causing both of you to ebb away from one another. But then you flow back into one another, right? So I feel like this is just more of a timing thing. I don't feel that it would end forever. You may, take a little pause for a short period of time. And it feels like both of you will appreciate each other more. And when you come back from that break, I see more of a partnership for the two of you. But I want you to trust your gut too, because I don't like to tell you guys what to do. I just like to tell you what my guides show me, and then you guys get to decide. I think there's still opportunity, but I think right now the two of you are just on different pages, focusing on different things, but eventually you'll come back to one another.
This next question comes from Linda. She says, I'm wondering if my friendship with my neighbor Billy is over. I am hurting because I care for him so much.
Okay, Linda, give me just 1 second. Okay. Linda, the friendship feels a little bit, feels like there's a little bit of a wedge, but give this about 3 days, 3 weeks. It won't be 3 months. It feels like Billy, and no disrespect to Billy, because we're all human and we all sometimes go into that prideful space or that, you know, that ego or whatever. There's something going on with Billy that he just doesn't know how to go into the heart space over. So he is staying very logical, very up here in the mind, and might have even said some things that might have hurt you. But when I actually connected with him around you, I do feel that he cares for you, but I also feel like his head is spinning so fast that it's almost kind of like, stop, I need to get off for a second, I need to think. I feel like Billy right now just has too much going on, and of everything in the world that is something so small is now such a bigger issue for him. It just feels like his foundation right now has a couple cracks in it. And I just feel like he needs a little bit of time to work on him and to kind of get back, you know, get right with himself. So I don't feel the friendship is over, but I do feel that there may be a little bit of, you feel a little weird energy, but it's going to find its way back. Because I do feel he appreciates you a lot. You've done a lot for this man.
So over on YouTube, Judy says, "Hi Teagan, I've been focusing on myself more recently, but what do I still need to do more to feel less anxious? And when will my true love come?"
Okay. Hey, Judy, I love this question because I'm going to show you this right here, girl. Number one, this selenite, okay, this anxiousness that you are dealing with. You are also coming out of a void, stepping into a brand new awakening for your next 7 to 8 years. And it feels to me like right now, keep focusing on you. I feel like you're pulling these layers back, okay? I love to use these analogies that my guides give me because it just makes it easier for you to kind of understand with what I'm seeing. But a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I use this a lot in my readings. Big fat Vidalia onion. On the outside of it, there's all kinds of layers. But the more you pull those layers back and you expose who you really are inside, do the work first, sweetie. Because when you get to the center of that piece, you're able to bite that onion like an apple. It's so sweet. So I feel like because you've been focusing so much on yourself, that anxiousness, that meditation, continuing to ground yourself, you're also extremely intuitive and or empathic. So I feel like a lot that's going on in your world right now, this anxiousness, our body doesn't know the difference between good anxiousness and bad anxiousness. It doesn't know how to differentiate it. It knows it the only way that it feels. So I feel like a lot of this is your soul, your spirit, recognizing that you are stepping into a brand new kind of life. For me, June 2021 is when I see love stepping in, staying in, very long term. Between now and then, you continue with yourself. You also have something really big coming up in your career right around February. So it's like continuing doing you, career, big step in career, and then boom, I see love. June, July 2021, he'll be here, she'll be here, however that works for you. But the anxiousness is your spirit's ready to go. It's like I'm ready to get moving.
Another question from YouTube. Ash says, "Hi Teagan, looking for information on love. Will my friendship with Steve progress into something more serious and successful, or do you see someone else coming into my life that's better?"
Okay, Ashley, I have to tell you, I love the energy that you and Steve have. I really do. Some of the best relationships are based on friends before lovers. I do feel that you and Steve are going to continue to get a little bit more hot and heavy. It seems like you guys do business together, or business has brought you together, or there is something that is of business between the two of you. I feel as if Steve is going to be around for a while, and I do feel him stepping up to the plate more towards the end of the year. You know how some people go, "Oh, well, I don't really want to ruin our friendship, so maybe we shouldn't date." I'm here to say, if you have a great friendship, those are the best relationships to start with. So I feel like it's like a snowball. You know, when you pat it down, you roll it, the next thing you know, it's this big and you can make a snowman with the base of it. This is what I feel you and Steve are doing. You are just going with the flow, and emotions are becoming more and more strong. They're coming from a deeper place. So I like him for you. I feel like he is your future. I don't necessarily see anybody else stepping in right now because I feel this friendship, both of you are watering it, and I think it's going to blossom into something really great after the first of the year.
This next one comes from Ryan. He says, "I feel like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions career-wise. I like all of the options, but I'm not sure which direction I should focus on. Any insight?
Okay, Ryan, great question. And congratulations for having options, because there's not a lot of people that have those. So I'm pretty excited for you to do that. It does feel to me, Ryan, that I don't know that you have to pick one particular. I don't know why, but my guides are showing me you wearing many different hats. It's almost kind of like, it feels as if, well, first of all, I see you being like some type of a liaison, facilitator, someone that you're like the glue to keeping everybody kind of together. So I feel that you wear many hats and there's a lot of things that you do. I feel that there is a new leadership role stepping up for you that allows you to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, where your day just doesn't become monotonous. I do see you not just picking one though, Ryan. I feel like there's a couple of different options that you can almost kind of bring together and create your own job description. I have no idea why they're telling me that, but it's like, take what you're really good at, grab it and go for it. You'll be well recognized for what you're doing. And I'm not feeling that there's a lot of pressure. So I feel like you have some time to work through this. I hope that helped you.
We're getting a lot of comments in with people asking for cards. We're not quite yet to the part where we usually switch over to do tarot. So if you just want to wait like 10, 15-ish more minutes, we'll jump into that. And then you can comment with the card, please. Just don't want you guys to feel like I'm ignoring your questions. This next question is going to come from Francisca. She says, Teagan, please advise, will my husband Brian and I reconcile? If so, when?
Okay. All right, sweetie, give me 1 second. Okay. It does feel to me like this is a hard one, because I want you to hear exactly what I want to say to you. Is I feel like you and Brian you're not seeing eye to eye on some things. And it feels, I don't know if there's a career that's pulling somebody away right now. But I do feel that after the first of the year, the gap that's between the two of you does shrink down. I mean, I'm not seeing a divorce at this point. I'm not. But I also feel like the two of you may live separately for a little bit longer and kind of work through some things. I feel as if, not picking on Brian by all means, but I feel like Brian is just really working through some big life changes and he's kind of trying to find himself. And instead of coming home and wanting to talk about it, he's really distant right now. So I'm not seeing the divorce, but I also feel like the two of you are going to start communicating more towards the end of the year. And there is potential at that point to really work through some things, because Brian's energy feels so much more on level ground at that point, where it's like he's thinking really logically, and he's feeling from the heart. He's not just making a head over heart decision. Right now, he's making a head over heart. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm not ready for it. I don't want to do this anymore. Pushing everybody away. He will open up. You guys will talk a little bit more. So fingers crossed you guys will work through this, because there's opportunity to definitely bridge the gap.
Stephanie says, I'm interested in a guy at work. We've never conversed and I don't know his name.
Okay. All right, Stephanie, give me just 1 second. Okay. So I don't know if my guy just being silly right now, but the first thing they said to me was like, Stephanie, go introduce yourself. Go say hi to this guy. I feel as if I feel like it's really important for you to put one foot in front of the other and step out, get out there, enjoy. There's a lot of people that always say, oh gosh, don't have, work romances. Sometimes that's where some of the best beautiful relationships start. And I feel like if you were to introduce yourself, say hi every once in a while, this guy might show some interest here. I'm not prepared to attach anything like long-term right now, but I keep hearing tapping on my shoulder, tell her to open up, talk, like invite this person into your space. And I do feel the two of you will spend some time getting to know each other.
Tracy wants to know, when will we close on our home? Thank you.
Okay, I am getting the second week in October. I hear anywhere from 13, 14, 15 to 17, 18, 19. Those are all of the numbers they're showing me. I also feel like you're going to get a little bit more money back from your home when you do close on it. So if you're expecting a certain amount of money, there's more money coming. So there's a great surprise during closing. It might get pushed out just a little bit. Let's say, for example, you are scheduled to close October 14th at 1 o'clock. It might get pushed out to 3. There may be small little hiccups, but I do see things. I see you in your home before the holidays.
Speaking of money, Kim asks, will our finances improve and should I change careers?
Okay. Okay, Kim, it's interesting because when I connect with you, I have no idea why, but I feel health. I feel medical. I feel nursing. I feel nurturer. I feel like you take care of so many people, and you may say, well, Teagan, I'm a teacher, or I already am a nurse. I feel like right now what's happening in your mind, body, heart, and soul is your spirit is ready for some kind of new change. I don't know if your children are old enough now that it's about you and it's about moving forward with your career, but my guides are saying, I see the number 8. 8s are all about very positive changes moving forward. You know, sometimes people don't like change, but taking that first step, I do feel that there is a new career for you in 2021 that is going to put you in a very different bracket than you ever have. You may even have to go back and get some kind of certification for this, but it's one foot in front of the other. Your finances are going to improve. You may feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you can't really take that vacation that you want right now. My guides are saying hold everything tight to your heart right now. Pull back, be very frugal with your money, and right around the first week in November, you're going to start to feel a lighter financial. You're not going to be stressing out as much. It's going to lighten up. So I do feel going back to school opens up brand new opportunities for you to really ignite that passion that's within you that you want to do. I feel like this is something you wanted to do for a long time.
We got a question over from Linda on YouTube. She's asking, can we go back and re-listen to this live? And that answer is yes, you can, whether you are on Facebook or you are on YouTube. With Facebook, if you go down to our videos, usually after the live is over, it might take a couple of minutes. This video will get added to our live readings playlist, as well as on YouTube, it will get added to that live readings playlist. So you will be able to go back in and rewatch them if you, maybe miss your answer, or you need a little bit more insight. So those are always going to be available for after the live for you to go back and listen to. So we have about 15 or so minutes left. Yes. So before we jump into the tarot pools, I just want to go back in and do some announcements. I know a lot of you guys have been hearing me say this over and over again, but we do have so many new faces that come in towards the end of the Facebook Live for the tarot pools. So again, thank you so much, everyone that is tuned in today. We love doing these. We love being able to answer your questions. This is the really fun part. This is the part where if you don't feel comfortable asking your question, you could just say card, please. And if you want to get a little bit more specific and say you want a card for money or you want a card for love, you don't have to answer a specific question. You can answer a specific question, but you could also just ask for a card if that's what you're comfortable with. Again, we do these almost every single Monday with the exception of the third Monday of the month. So next week, we will be back here with a special love and relationships reading with real life married couple, Psychic Kerrigan and Psychic Roman. So if you need a little bit of clarity in your love life, or you want to know if a soulmate's coming in soon, make sure you come in and tune in for that. That'll be next Monday, the 7th. I know that's Labor Day at 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you want to get updates and reminders for when we go live, the best way to do that is to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. So if you're on Facebook, just go to our page and click the like button. If you're on YouTube, there's a subscribe button in the video description. And then also we should have our logo on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and that should also take you to subscribe. And then Psychic Teagan will be back on September 28th. So make sure you come back in and say hi.
Yes.
On the 14th, we'll be doing our live reading with Psychic Marin. And then on the 21st, we'll be doing our tarot live, which is a little bit like this, except we don't have a video. So it's just a post on all of our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can ask a question, and Psychic Scarlet will do a 1-card tarot reading for you. If you're a new customer and you have a question or you just need a little bit more clarity, use the promo code LIVE5 that's at the bottom of the screen. And that's going to get you $5 added to certain new customer packages. And for our existing customers, we have a really great offer today on our packages. So you can check out our app and website to see if you're eligible. And if you need a little bit more clarity after this reading, or we didn't get around to answer your question, please give us a call. Psychic Teagan would love to talk to you. Her extension is 5318. And she's great to talk to. So make sure you give her a call. You can call any of our psychics. You can check out our new chat feature, which is a really nice, discreet way to get that reading without having to talk to someone on the phone. And we just made it to where you can now email your chat transcripts to yourself, so that way after the chat's over, you can go back in and read those messages.
Oh, that's great, you guys.
Yeah, so that's really helpful. I just had a reading done 2 weeks ago, and being able to send that to myself, because I have a horrible memory, was really nice.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. Are you ready for some card pulls?
I am.
Okay. Mary Ann asks, card please for changes to my financial situation. Thank you.
All right, Marianne, let's see what we have for you today. Look at that, darling. Got some choices coming up with your career. So see, you're looking out that window right there going, this is what I have right now, but what do I really want? This is a card about manifesting and making some choices, sweetie. The financial situation is it's almost as if this card is telling me that you have to make a choice between something in order for that financial situation to kind of lighten up. Because right now you're not sure what direction to go. I want you to see this world down here in the bottom. The world is your oyster right now. If you do nothing, nothing's going to shift, right? This card is suggesting what feels right. Go with that. This is saying as soon as you make the decision, things are going to start going up for you around your finances. So I love that, because right now you're left, right, up, down. What do I do? This says make a decision, and it's just going to follow thereafter.
And that is a beautiful deck that you're using. Could you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, this is the Light Seers deck. So this is the back of the deck. It's gorgeous. And yeah, the artistry in this is just absolutely stunning. Yeah, Light Seers.
Light Seers. Nav is asking for a card for love.
Okay, well, hopefully we will get a good one for you, Nav. Give me just 1 second. Okay, card for love, please, for Nav. Show me clarity, please. Oh, girl, you're going to have, there is going to be some choices here, Nav. You've got a lot of people to choose from. And no disrespect when I say this. I love this card because it means you have options. But it almost feels like your heart may be wanting a relationship, but your head may be going, well, which one am I going to pick? What am I going to do? Lots of options, lots of, it's really, when this card pops up, I would suggest you to really go inward, go into the heart, Nav, and really ask, what is it that you want? Because the universe wants to provide love. It just doesn't know how specific. So the more you can be specific around love, the more you're going to be able to find it super easy to choose one. Because I feel like you've got a lot of options.
Okay. Taylor asks for a card, please, for my spirituality.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, Taylor, give me 1 moment. Card, please, for spirituality for Taylor. Please show me what it is. You've got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is all about communication, ideas, thoughts, making things happen from a communicative kind of way. As you can see, she's sitting here in this boat. She is proud. Her shoulders are back. She is looking out into the water saying, I've made my choices. I love who I am. I have a keen business mind. My mind is solid. So as far as coming from a spiritual standpoint, this would say to me that your mind right now is so open to receiving information. You are clear. You know what you want. You know how to get it. Allow that Queen of Swords, take on that Queen of Swords energy, because she's She doesn't tolerate. She is about, I know what I want. I know how I'm going to get it, and I'm going to do it with the right mindset, and I'm going to make things happen. You already know what you want. Step forward, girl. You got this. This is opening yourself up to new spirituality. And you may even be thinking about wanting to do something in business around spirituality, like being a reader or being a Reiki master or being a chakra balancer or whatever, because that is a very business-minded card too. So you could eventually do something in spirituality down the road as a career.
Alaya asks for a card, please, for a new career.
Okay, what a pretty name, Alaya. Okay, Alaya, career. Show me clearly, please. Okay. All right, sweetie, this card is suggesting this is the Hermit, okay, also known as the Virgo sign. If you are a Virgo, maybe you are. But this card is all about going inward and receiving personal wisdom. Now, when you ask me about a career with this is telling me that there's something that's been alive in you that you've been wanting to do for a very long time. Do you notice in this particular deck how this person is not sitting anywhere? They're actually elevated up and they are looking at all that's surrounding them. This is saying to me, go inward, find and trust that intuition inside. I feel like you want to make a new career move. I feel like you've been kind of holding off, maybe waiting for our world to chill out a little bit. This card is saying you've already done the work. Take the leap. Look at how you're shining bright. That light, can't even point there. All of that light around you. It means the divine is around you. You are supposed to be moving forward with some type of spiritual divine energy pushing you that way. So you're almost there. I would give it till the end of Virgo season, which ends at what? September 23rd? No, wait, I can't remember when Virgo ends. But right now we're in Virgo season. So this is all about you expediting, showing the universe what you want. It's ready to receive because you have the wisdom to do it. That's a good one.
Alex says, hi, Teagan, card, please. Will me and my girlfriend be everlasting? Her name is Tanya.
Okay. All right, Alex, thank you for the question. Give me 1 second here. Show me clarity on the girlfriend. All right. Slow and steady always wins the race. We've got a Page of Pentacles right here. Very grounded. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, either you, Alex, or your beautiful Tanya. This does say to me that maybe she's not moving very quickly. Somebody might have recently taken on a new job, jumped into some type of new education. But notice this energy right here. They've got the pentacle all around them, and they are solid. Even with one leg up, they know how to balance things. They are rooted. You and your girlfriend, very rooted. It may not go 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. And it doesn't always have to, because sometimes we want the roots to grow deeper, right, than the speed of the relationship. So I am here to say, if you guys, either one of you have recently started a new job, and if you haven't, that's okay. But this is indicating grounded, solid, feeling comfortable, rooted. I love the direction that you guys can go. Go nice and slow, because it always wins the race.
Amelia says, please, could I have a card on relationships?
You got it. Okay, universe, give me clarity, please, for Amelia around relationships, please. Ooh, girl. Oh, my goodness. Look at that Ace of Cups. Who's going to give you a little love here? You see that coming right out of the heart? This is a brand new love opportunity. Aces, anytime that you see an ace, you guys, aces, they don't really have an ending yet, right? They're a new beginning to something. Cups are about the emotion. You could end up finding yourself falling in love with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or there's somebody that is about ready to unlock the key to their heart and hand you their love. So you have a new opportunity and a new relationship coming, I would say, within the next 3 weeks to 30 days. I love this card.
Doreen is asking for a card on Eric and I.
Okay, great. Thank you, Doreen, for your question. Give me 1 second. Card on Eric, please, and their relationship. Please show me clearly. What is that about? Okay, you've got death and rebirth. Now, sometimes when people see this card, they get a little nervous. I want you to remember that when this card actually shows up, it means that there is a finale. Something is finally done and over with. The fact that this particular artist adds the word rebirth in this deck, I love it, because I feel as if One of you is going through a major transformation, and it feels to me more like Eric. And I feel like Eric had to kind of, I like to say the good old saying, you know, bury the hatchet, but don't leave the handle sticking out. Okay. So he had some things maybe from his past, maybe some old hurt, whatever it was that he really needed to let die. Okay. Not physically. Okay. Figuratively, of course. This is about the two of you rebirthing. So if you're going through some kind of major struggle with one another, this card does suggest that it's going to start getting better from here. Something ended, something closed, okay? Now, this card just came up as death. I would say there's probably an end. It's probably time to let that go and move on. But we actually have a rebirth here. So something had to die in order for this relationship to come closer together and weave your love in with one another. So I'm not prepared to say it's over. If anything, I'm prepared to say you've got something rebirthing from this person. Could also be dealing with a Scorpio too.
This one is not a question, but Vanessa says, I love Teagan. I wanted to share.
Vanessa?
Rena is asking for a card on career.
You got it. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, Rena, show me clarity, please, for Rena around her career. What is it? Ooh, look at you. You know, when this stuff happens, it just makes my day so happy. 9 of Pentacles, girl. Look at this. This is you, my dear. This is you in abundance. 9 of Pentacles is all about, and because it's obviously there's a woman in this particular card, but this woman she's high on top of her world. She's on her game. Her career is substantial, sustainable. It's financially abundant. This is you respecting and honoring your self-worth. And look at all those pentacles. I'm not worried about money for you, girl. And if you are, I want you to know towards the end of September, this is when things are going to start. You're going to notice all of the seeds that you planted to your harvest. You're going to be able to pick them right up off see how she's picking that money right off yes. So you are going to find yourself quite abundant, and you'll start to see things fall into place towards the end of September. Love this. Very abundant, very successful, very independent. Promotion opportunity too, yes.
Monica asks for a card on finances.
Okay. All right, Monica. What does Monica need to hear today around money and finances? Oh, we got the Page of Pentacles again. Okay, so that Page of Pentacles is telling me you've been working very hard at something to really rebuild your finances. It's not going unnoticed. You might have recently stepped into a new role that you're taking on within your company, or maybe it's just that you're learning how to work from home. But I am here to say that this is indicating something new coming for you that's going to intrigue you, that's going to, it's kind of like a sponge, right? When a sponge is all dry, it's hard. You can't do anything with it. But the minute you immerse it into water, it's like you are getting ready to step into a place where you're enjoying your job. You can't get enough information. Finances are going to be grounded and solid. Give this until November before you really start to see it happen, but it is on its way. Be patient, okay?
Stephanie says, I would love a relationship card, please. Thank you.
Okay, Stephanie, this one is for you, my dear, on relationships. What do we have? Okay, we have the moon. We have the moon. Are you dealing with a Pisces, Stephanie? Or are you a Pisces? This card can usually tell me, look at how gorgeous that is. I mean, she's just like a mermaid underneath the water. Okay, the moon is this very Piscean energy for me. This card actually represents, for me, a lot of healing. Just water is about the emotions, and the fact that you're immersed in it. It says to me that you've probably been going through a lot of highs and lows around your relationship. You may even feel like, I don't know, you may even have some type of an intuition that something isn't on the up and up, because sometimes that moon card can indicate that things are kind of hidden behind the scenes. For some reason or another with you, Stephanie, though, I'm not getting the hidden behind the scenes. I'm getting that you have been through a very high and low emotional change, whether it's body, mind, soul, spirit, here in the last 10 to 14 months. I feel like you're trying to reacclimate yourself. This is also about stepping into your intuition. So for me right now, love and relationship, it could feel a little distant right now, but this is saying to me, focus on you, focus on your healing, and really listen to your intuition, because you have the answer. That's what I feel on this for you around your relationship. You're both going through some things, but it's smooth water still. It's just timing. It just needs some timing to heal. If this was crazy water, I would tell you, oh, not so much. But in this particular card, I feel like it's a combination of emotional healing, you stepping into your intuition, and letting our minds sometimes get the best of us because we're human and it happens. We assume or we start to freak out. Let all that go and let the universe take care of it for you, sweetie, okay?
Okay. And I think we have time for one last question. This one comes from Cluster. She says, is the filming industry a successful career for me?
Okay, Cluster. So the first thing that I feel when I read your question here on my end, I feel like right now you're being mentored or there's some kind of mentoring ship coming up for you. I see somebody, this is the vision I get. It's kind of like you're in the center of the stage and nobody's in the audience yet, but you're setting something up. Somebody from behind grabs you with the hook and pulls you back behind the scenes. I think what my guides are saying here is that keep doing what you're doing. I do see the film industry working for you, but I feel like it's about, I don't know why, I feel like you have to put in the time before you really get the opportunity. And it feels like somebody who has put the time in recognizes it in you, Cluster, and pulls you in and says, hey, we want you. Let's teach her how to do this. Let's mentor her. So I feel it could take a little bit of time to get there. You may find yourself going, ugh, how am I going to be able to pay my bills if I don't have that solid? It's coming, but you may have to do a couple of things in between to just feel like, I feel like the filming industry is going to take you a little bit of time, but once you're in, it's going to be golden. And I do hear anywhere from 10 to 14 months before it's full time and you're in that place that you really want to be. Don't stop dreaming about this, girl. There's opportunity. There's somebody's going to notice you and say, we want her. Let's pull her in.
Thank you so much, everyone that tuned in. Make sure you come back. We do these every single Monday. If you didn't get your question answered today or you need a little bit more clarity, please give us a call. You can download our app, check out our really awesome chat feature. I know Psychic Teagan would love to talk to you. You can talk to her at extension 5318. You can talk to any of our psychics. And definitely check out that promo code LIVE5 if you're a new customer to get $5 added to your certain new customer packages. But if you're already a customer, make sure you go to our website and you go to our app because we have a great offer going on today on our packages. So just go check out what you are eligible for. And Teagan, thank you so much for joining us again. I can't wait to have you back on September 28th.
Oh, thank you guys so much. And thank you all for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to connect with you guys. Have a great week.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.